Okay, the time is 7:30. We're going to start. This is a half an hour meditation. So we're going to start by rubbing the palms of the hands together briskly, warming the palms of the hands, gently covering the eyes, feeling the warmth of the hands, taking that warmth into the eyes, into the muscles around the eyes, into the forehead. Imagining this gentle, healing warmth, soothing and softening and gradually relaxing any rigidity or tension or staleness or discomfort around the eyes, in the forehead, in other parts of the face, allowing this ripple of relaxation to spread across the face into the jaw, noticing if there's any tension or holding in the jaw, and if so, letting that go with a gentle exhalation. And then allowing the face and head to continue to relax and soften and to be saturated with pleasant sensation. Bring the hands down to the center of the chest, the heart area, letting the hands rest there. Again, feeling the warmth of the palms of the hands, thinking about the intention behind the touch, imagining or sensing the quality of healing energy coming from the hands. So feeling the pleasant sensations coming from the hands and penetrating into the heart and lung area, penetrating into the chest, relaxing that whole area on a physical, emotional, and energetic level. Imagining the heart area senses and recognizes this quality of touch and just drinks it in, takes it in, basks in it, begins to unfurl and open and blossom and fill with its own sense of radiant warmth. And so as the heart energizes and becomes more self-aware and more aware, more present, the presence of the heart merges with the presence of the hands, and there's a flow of pleasant sensation between the hands and the heart. So resting in that flow, and then bring the hands down to the lower abdominal level, just below the navel, feeling the touch of the hands there, feeling the warmth of the hands, imagining the warmth of the hands, imagining the intention and healing quality behind that warmth. Taking that into the lower abdominal center and waking that center up. And as the lower abdominal center begins to radiate back to the hands, that same quality of healing, nurturing, loving energy and sensation. And the hands and the heart, the hands and the lower abdomen, the hands and the lower abdomen merge and melt into mutual embrace. And let your attention rest in that flow of sensation. And then bring the attention down to the soles of the feet. Allow the feet to soften and open and make contact with the floor or the ground. Feel into the ground. Feel into the foot. And then zoom in on the touch sensations being experienced in the soles of the feet. Allow the attention to dive deeply into those touch sensations, trying to experience them as freshly as possible, to just the pure touch sensations. Even if that's just for a second. And then bring the attention up to the backs of the legs and the hips and noticing where they make contact with the chair or whatever you're sitting on. And again, letting the attention zoom in on those touch sensations. Diving into the touch sensations, merging your attention, mingling your attention with the sensations of touch, the very basic, pure sensations of touch, and relaxing into those touch sensations. And then we start to appreciate flow. So if you're a visual person, you could, if you like, imagine a little faucet handle or nozzle on each hip, and you open those nozzles and you begin to feel something flowing down the legs, down into the ankles, down into the feet, and then from there flowing and draining down into the floor. So you may be able to feel some kind of flow sensation. It could be very subtle, or you can mentally imagine it, have a mental image of flow, something flowing down the legs, or you may simply use the words flow, like feel flow, feel flow. And whether you recognize it or not, this will almost certainly induce some kind of subtle feeling of flow. So you may have all of those things going on, the words, the sensation to some degree, and the imagery, or you may just have one. So then bring the attention up to the nostrils. Feel the breath moving in the nostrils, brushing against the inner surface of the nostrils, going up into the sinuses, and from there down the throat and into the lungs. And as the breath flows into the lungs expand, the chest expands, the rib cage expands, and it expands to the front, to the sides, and to the back, 360 degrees, like a balloon, the way a balloon expands in all directions. And at the top of the exhalation, there's a pause, and there's a reversal into the exhalation, which is just a letting go. So it's a release. You're releasing the breath. And so you kind of ride that exhalation down to the bottom. And at the bottom of the exhalation, there's a slowing down and a pause. And then the impulse to breathe in. And so like that, this cycle or rhythm of the flow of the breath coming in, like the incoming water as the waves break on the beach, and then out, like the water being pulled back out into the ocean, in and out. And bringing your attention down to the lower abdomen, down around the navel or below, and noticing the very subtle movement that occurs down there that we call the reflection of the breath or the echo of the breath caused by the downward movement of the diaphragm. And that then translates into movement in the lower abdomen. So noticing that subtle movement and imagining that you could bring the breath actually all the way down into the lower abdomen and the essence of the breath would collect there. And then if you like, on the exhalation, you can imagine that you're exhaling all or part of the breath out the feet, down the legs, and out through the soles of the feet. So then noticing the sensations of the breath wherever and however that feels most comfortable, and noticing the sensations of flow if you are finding that helpful. And then simply being aware of those, labeling it if you find that helpful, letting go of labels when you feel you don't need them, not expecting that you're going to be 100% thought-free at all times. There may be moments when thoughts slow down or disappear, and other moments when there are more thoughts. But even when there are thoughts, you may still be able to keep your attention centered primarily on the breath. And there may be other times when you get completely distracted for you don't know how long, and then suddenly you wake up and recognize that you are no longer noticing the sensations of the breath or the sensations of flow. So then you simply come back. And coming back is just as legitimate an aspect of meditation as is resting effortlessly in a thoughtless awareness of the breath. So notice what you're experiencing in this moment. Just allow yourself to be present with your experience as it gradually changes from one moment to the next. And the change may be very subtle sometimes. And now we're going to meditate on the sound of the vowel as a vowel sound as we use our breath to make that sound. So taking an in breath. And letting yourself rest for a moment in the natural pause that occurs at the end of the sound. And then imagine a warm feeling in your heart, a feeling of warmth in your heart area. You can supplement that by visualizing a warm color there, a red, an orange, violet, yellow, and perhaps a tiny flame, not burning hot, but just the right temperature that is very healing and soothing and comforting, and that represents the quality of love. So there's the warmth and the light from this candle flame, and allow it to expand and encircle you and all those close to you, and also radiating out to the world in general. And as you rest in that, noticing what your breath is like, noticing what your mind is like, the surface of your mind. Noticing the sense of physical presence. What's the general sense of the body? On a subtle level, is there a feeling of spaciousness, openness, peacefulness, energy, vibration, tingling, pleasant sensation, as well as any specific sensations around the eyes, the face, the hands, the heart area, the soles of the feet. And then recognizing and appreciating whatever sensations, experiences, periods of silence or concentration, periods of a full heart, etc. Recognizing and appreciating all of that, now forming the intention to let go of the meditation allowing yourself to begin to transition gradually and effortlessly back to your everyday mindfulness. So allowing that process to occur at whatever speed feels right to you tonight, but being gentle about opening the eyes, not opening the eyes too quickly. Opening the eyes gradually getting used to the light, gradually letting things come more into focus. Gradually letting your attention be drawn into the visual field in front of you. Noticing that there is still probably a subtle feeling or aftertaste or afterglow of the meditation that gently pervades your attention on a deeper level. And recognize that you can tap into that at any time, tonight, tomorrow, just by pausing for a moment.